Welcome back to Craps University, where smart strategies turn into confident play. Today, we're going to talk about one of the simplest, safest, and most fun ways to ride a hot table, and that is a Paroli system. This is a positive progression that doesn't chase losses. So, in a previous episode, we did a martingale system, and martingaling is basically just that, chasing your losses to finally hit and hopefully paying off all your losses. But Paroli is a little bit different, where you are now doubling up on every single win. So you're using your winnings trying to grow that. And at any time in a Paroli system, it's up for you. When is long enough and when do you take heavy profit? So here's how it works. So if we start with a base bet, and good places on a Paroli system are on the pass line, the come, and place bets, especially if you focus on the 6 and 8. So today we are going to do a Paroli system based on the pass line and 6 and 8. We're going to try to combine them all and keep everything situated. So let's say you place a pass line, you win, then you get paid 50. So you're riding your profits. And then you'll get, if you win again, you get paid another 50. You stack it up. We all know that when you're playing a bigger pass line base bet, that your odds will get bigger too. So take that into consideration. The same with a 6 and 8. And basically 6 and 8, that is kind of, to me, pressing. We know that 30 would get paid 35. So you press to 60. Rack that as profit. Pretty straightforward and simple. Place bets, I like doing place bets on the 6 and 8 for Paroli because you do get to pocket a little bit of money. So like I said, you want to do a Paroli system on the pass line or come bets, place bets. You can do it in the field, but that's a lot more risk than a pass line with odds or 6 and 8 or even a come, because come is just a second pass line bet. So Paroli's not predicting streaks. It's about responding to them when they start. That means instead of jumping in when a streak is already underway, hopefully from the get-go you are well aware of it from the Paroli system, and you've got a leg up. So you're hitting a higher target bet sooner than reacting to a streak. You're only ever risking that original base bet. So if you put down 25 and you bump up to 50, you win, you bump up to 100, really all you've got invested is that initial 25. But you have the opportunity to take bets down, to reset at any time. You might say, hey, after 3 hits, I'm going to start again, and then take your profit, rack it. You're capitalizing on hot shooters, not cold tables, and mentally, it's a calm, confident way to play. You're not pressing blindly, you're pressing again with a purpose. So there are some advanced versions. And this takes a little bit out of your bankroll. Let's talk about the press line or the pass line. So let's say, boom, you win, you get paid 25. You might want to go to 3 times, so that's an additional 50. So they do this a lot in Baccarat. So you win again, you get paid 75, but then you go to 2 times. So then you take that $100 quicker and you rack it. And then after 2 times, you go to 6 times. So that gets paid 50. We then dip back into our rack with the 100 that we won, and now we're up to 225. 200. And if we hit that, then you might want to reset. But it's up to you. If you keep going, that 7 is going to show up. We all know. So you've got to be smart. You got to play craps like you know that the 7's coming. But a lot of these systems and betting, it's always up to you on what you want to do. I can just guide you and give you away. But if you're not taking profit, then that's on you. So let's be honest. Paroli doesn't win every time. If the table is choppy or cold, you might reset often and never complete 3 wins. But that's up to you. You've got to know, you've got to read that table of what you do. You'll still lose bets doing this, but you're never compounding losses like a Martingale. That's what makes Paroli fairly safe. But don't get greedy. That fourth press is where people get burned. Stick to the system. I like the Baccarat, the way of doing that, but it's up to you on how you want to play this. So let's do this in real time. Let's start with a pass line. Remember, we're going to do pass line and 6 and 8 because of the low house edge on all of these. All right, let's get some dice. And those look like 2 that are good. And coming out, we've got a 9. We've got a center field 9. So our bankroll today is our standard $25 or $2,500 bankroll. And we've got our odds, and we are on the 9. I need some caps. We got 30 as a base bet. This is $25 table. All right. Let's shoot them. And 5. No field 5. We don't have that. And 4. Easy 4. Still nothing for us. And 3. AC doocy. Nothing. And 5. No field 5. All right. Well, to me, this is getting a little dicey, but let's keep going. Looking for a 9. 4. Hard 4. Still looking for the 9. 7. 7 out. When I said it's getting dicey, I meant it, because we were at about the 6th roll and we were expecting a 7. So this Paroli round loses. I'm just going to put my losses here. I'll try to pay myself out of that. So we're off, and we're coming out again. All right, coming out. And 9. Center field 9. 9 again. And we will six and 8. And 5. No field 5. And 9. Winner. Point. All right, that's good. All right, so we know full odds, $100. And I said I was going to pay myself out of what we lost. So I can immediately say $100 odds for a 9 pays $150 in the base bet. Pick all that up, racket. And the reason why I'm keeping a different stack over here is I can easily tell you that we're only down $10 from our original Paroli bets. So since that was a point, that now goes to 50. All right. And we are coming out. 6. 6 the hard way. All right. Decisions. What do we do here? All right. Let's take that 9 and we'll re-rack that. And for a 6, we can put down, for odds now, $250. That is 5 times 50. So we are looking for a 6. This is best case scenario for us, right? We know we've got number that is going to roll. There's 5 combinations to roll it. And 7. 7 out. All right. Too bad. So sad. And so we reset that and we're coming out. 3. 3 craps, 3. That's a loss. 10. 10 the hard way. All right, we'll be able to go 3 times odds. We'll go 30 on 6 and 8 each. All right, here we're shooting. 3. 3 craps. Nothing happening. 12. Midnight. Craps. Somebody playing the field's happy about that one. And 9. Center field 9. Nothing happening for us. 9. Center field 9. Still nothing happening. 8. 8 the easy way. So 30 pays 35. We're going to press using the Paroli, and we are going to rack that 5. And we'll make a decision if we hit 2 or 3 what we're going to do. And 5. No field 5. Looking for 10. 12. 12 midnight. Craps. And 6. 6 the hard way. All right. So again, we're going to press that up. We got 2 units from where we started, 2 units. We're looking for a 10 and 8. 8 the easy way. So here, 60 pays 70. We are going to press that up to 120. I feel that this is a hot shooter. And what do we got? And 7. 7 out. Always. When you feel you got a hot shooter, it backfires. We are still waiting for a hot shooter to light up our rack with chips. And 8. 8. So here, 25. Let's just say we had it out there to begin with. And we're on the 8, but I want to play 2 numbers, so I'm going to play the 8 and 9. And 6. We're going to press up fully with that 1 unit. $10. Nothing happened for us. We needed that last roll. And 9. Center field 9. All right. So 25 on the 9 gives us 30. We're going to press up to 50. We'll take that and we'll just rack that up. And 8. Point. So we know with a point on 8, 150 odds, 125 odds pays 150, 1 for 1. We're going to take that, we're going to stack that base bet up, and we'll rack these odds. So is everybody getting the feel of what's going on here? All right, number off. If you have any questions when you're watching this video, put them in the comments. We'll get them answered for you. We want to make sure that everybody is with us and following along. And if you have any tips too, that's also welcome. All right, we're coming out. And 7. 7. All right, so what do we do here? That 50, that 7, pass line gets 50. We're going to stack that up to 100. And we're still coming out. That basically makes 2 numbers we've hit on that pass line. And 9. Center field 9. So we know we've got $100 out there. We can go 4 times odds on the 9. I like 9s. So we're on the 9. We've got 50 here, but let's move it over. Let's throw in the dealer some cap to make that a good payout. And we are looking for the 9. And yo 11. Nothing happening. Nobody home. And 7 out. That one hurt. That one hurt for sure. But we see how this was working. We were starting to get some money out there that if we would have hit that number, that would have been nice. That would have gotten us way back to even. All right, so let me do this right. Let me get my pass line down first. We're coming out. And 7, pay the line. All right, this is easy. That's the first win, goes to 50. And coming out, 9. Neither 9. Center field 9. All right, we are going to go 30 on the 6 and 8. But what do we do for that 9? We are going to go actually, I take that back. Put the 100 back, put the change back. That is just a $200 bet for the 9 on the odds. All right, so here we go. We're rolling. Looking for a 9. 6. Easy 6. All right. 30 pays 35. Put some press on that. We'll rack that up. And 9. Winner. Hit the point. That's good. And we are going to 200 on a 9 odds pays 300, and our 1 for 1 pays 50 because we had 50 there. All right, so we can take that and rack that up. And since we're using Paroli, we had 50, we're going to 100. So on the pass line, to me, using Paroli on the base bet is ideal because it opens the door to put more odds back there. That was only the first level or the second level of the Paroli where we had 50, but we're taking advantage of the full odds. And we are coming out. All right. Looking for something. And 7. 7. Pay the line. All right. So what do we do here? We hit a 7. We hit the 9. We hit another 7. So for me, playing the Paroli, I'm back down to my base bet. And I am going to profit $175 and rack it up. And the Paroli for me on the pass line has reset. The 6 and 8, I only have one level on the 6. One level on the 6 and the base out on the 8. So we're coming out. And yo 11. All right. So that gets paid. I'll pay out of this stack. Okay. Now we're just going to stack that up since we're using Paroli. Second hit or second number is 5. We are going to go on the 5. we are going to place 200 in odds because 4 times odds. It's pretty easy math. It's just starting to really come to everybody watching. And 4, easy. And 5, point. All right. So we know here 300 odds pays, or 200 odds pays 300, 1-to-1 on the base bet. The base bet goes and gets doubled. We take all the odds profit and rack it up. And we are coming out. And 9. The neener. All right. So 4 times odds on a $100 base bet is $400. We are looking for a 9. 9 all day. And 10. 10 the easy way. 10 on the other end. And we are looking for a 9. And 7 out. That's too bad. That was a pretty decent roll. Made a little money back. Lost a lot in the end. If you can get to those 3 Paroli hits like you saw, take it down for profit. And we'll do one more series. Let's hope that this is a good series. And coming out 6. And 125 behind the 6. The 6 is on, and we're going to only play the 8 for right now. All right. Yo 11. Nothing happening for us today. 5. No field 5. 5. Repeater. Same combo too. Looking for that 6. And 10. 10 the easy way. Still chasing a 6. And 4. 4 the easy way. Is there a 6 in the house? And 5. No field 5. A lot of 5s today. And 7. 7 out. All right. Not the best. And with that, our $2,500 bankroll was kind of decimated down to $1,785, all of which is around over here. We had some opportunities for some big hits when we had 400 odds on that 9, but we were unable to make it through. But it's up to you at this point. Do you take all the profit on the second hit and restart instead of going to the third? I don't know. I like the third. That's what I did, because if you can Paroli that third on a hit, let's say the pass line with full odds, then that's money. That's money in your rack. So let's wrap it up. The Paroli system is simple, safe, and great for riding streaks. Today, I don't think we were really on a streak. Maybe we had one hot roller that would be in the 8 to 10 roll range, but today there were no streaks. Press after wins, not losses like the Martingale. cap your cycle at 3 wins. That's what I was trying to do. But it's up to you. If you feel better doing 2 wins, then do it. You know, it's your money. If you can go to that 3rd win, the payout and the reward is much better. It works best on hot tables, especially pass line or place bets. We were doing both of them, and you could see, yeah, that it did get us to a level that if we did hit, it would be super, super nice, because that $400 odds on that 9 would have paid out $600 alone, and then an extra $100 on the pass line, we would have reset that and racked all that as profit. So really, it only takes 1 or 2 hits when you get to that 3rd level to really put you in bankroll positive. So combines well with odds for maximum value, as you saw, as I just explained. But discipline is everything. Don't overpress. And that's some problems that I've had in the past, where I have pressed like 6 and 8 or any of the inside numbers past the 3 rounds, but you've got to take profit at some point. And when do you do that? When do you get smart? When do you regress back down? You don't have to regress back down to the start, but you have to take profits, and you have to be disciplined when you play craps. If you're not taking profits and have profit as your number 1 mindset, then don't play craps. I say that jokingly. Craps is fun. Everybody should play craps. But everybody watching, they need to know it's up to the person making the bets. It's up to you to make those decisions. Don't get greedy. Don't overpress. Take your profits. Put some money in your rack so you can continue playing. Not everybody's going to be a hot shooter. If you have 10 people at a table, you might only have 1 hot shooter. Maybe 10% of the table on a round is a hot shooter. If you have more than 2 or 3, that's a hot table. That's just how it works. So if you want to ride the heater the smart way, Paroli is your friend. It's not flashy, it's not reckless, but it lets you press with a purpose. And you saw us pressing, and you could see what the purpose was, is hitting that 3rd try. That would have been nice. So subscribe to Craps University for more real strategies that respect your bankroll, your brain, and you will love this game. We will also throw in some, how do you play the hard way? Some other very advanced strategies down the road as everybody's ramping up here. And, for the advanced player, these might be things that but stick around. We have more coming. Now roll smart, and we'll see you in the next class. Thanks for watching.